What's happening, YouTube? Thank you for coming into my YouTube channel today and spending your precious time with me so I can, have this forum to express and share, the knowledge, the insights I've got on my artistic journey of being a multidisciplining artist, who has managed to make a living and find a lot of joy in interacting with my students and my fans and fellow artists and sharing our journey through all these social medias and these incredible platforms like YouTube and Twitch.tv. And so today I was thinking about talking to you a lot about society's standards versus your own vision. And you see, a lot of us have been grown up in this electronic world, where it's just an information highway and we have access to, all the information that ever was and ever will be. And, a lot of different perspectives and a lot of different shapings of things. But a lot of us also grew up like me. I grew up in a kind of a broken family, and so I had to depend on like school and other reaching out to find my ground in things. And basically, I got in kind of, an old tradition. I think my parents pretty much lived that way of basically using society and their standards to judge anything I was doing in sports or the arts or advancing in my school or finding my career and all that. And, I found by doing a lot of this incredible, fantastical art, because I used to do a lot of commercial art for advertising and stuff. So I had a lot of expectations and it had a lot of those society standards in it. And so when I paint from my imagination and write poetry daily and express myself daily and find really creative ways to teach, I find that, my inner vision is what really drives it all. And if I start to use society standards too much, I kind of get lost. And society standards, they're only going to cheer for you, when you're pleasing them or you're going in, something they're searching for and you fulfill it. And so, the best way is, I like to always say, think and live in the beyond, go past, all those, just basic, notions of comparing yourself, because a lot of it is, a lot of us have to, get in that job market and kind of find, how we make a living and process through our emotions and find our purposes. And I think a lot of that comes from, inside. And so doing this art, like right here, I'm working a lot of story images from my book, After the Big Race. It's down in the comments if you want to pick it up. It's on Amazon. It's about the story of the tortoise and the hare after the big race. And what I discovered in doing a lot of these is, first of all, it's a cliche. It's an old Aesop fable, and a lot of people know it. And I can get caught in society standards, going, "Oh, I'm going to tell this tale. I better, make sure the language is clear." And I don't take these fantastical risks where, if I really follow my own social, inner talkings, my own social inner talking visions, I find that, I have, things to offer this world that are really unique. And sometimes they find like they're super, abstract, or they're out there. But the minute I start drawing them and putting them into place and putting the color to it, and most of all starting to share it, with even friends and family and a lot of, societal interactions, I find, it really motivates me on the inside to be more who I am and start to, explore what I call my emotional and inward topography, my landscapes and my geography inside myself, and it allows me to really see that, your inside vision has a lot of insight of, what can make you feel happy and joyful and successful on a daily basis, and keep sharing and keep going on the journey and expanding past, places that you never thought you could be. And a lot of that is it's just, practicing, atomic habits each day, small little habits that break you away from always comparing to society's standards, because, I find myself in that trap constantly, and just getting out a bucket of paints, or just randomly finding a moment in my day to write, and not using the society standards of I gotta school myself, or I gotta make sure I have plans and a schedule and be on a regiment. I think a lot of it just, if I learn more and more to depend on my inward vision versus, always using society standards to measure what I do, everything seems to smoothly roll along a lot better. So thank you for watching the video, and I'll talk to you real soon.